The number of times I was told I was going to die was like 3 times. And the numbers of pills swallowed were like 20,000 to 30,000 tablets.
Tuberculosis is the deadliest infectious disease in the world. Phumeza was diagnosed in 2010 with its most severe form, called XDR-TB. Her treatment included a daily injection with toxic side effects that made her go deaf.
If you get all drugs that make you deaf, blind, or disabled for life. I didn't understand what was that all about. Why are the scientists not making the drugs? It didn't make sense to me.
At the time, no new TB drugs had been developed for around 50 years. Pharmaceutical corporations saw little profit in developing medicines for diseases that hit poor people the hardest. Pfizer, the drug corporation that made linezolid, had a monopoly on the drug in South Africa. This prevented the country from importing more affordable versions.
In order to obtain linezolid, you had to buy it privately through Pfizer. It was about 760 Rand per tablet at that time.
It took years of legal battles and street protests to get hold of the drug. Finally, the case was settled out of court. MSF was allowed to bring in generic linezolid from India for people with tuberculosis we were treating in Khayelitsha. In South Africa, Phumeza's resolve to overcome the challenges she faced with her illness grew stronger. In 2013, 3 years after her diagnosis, Phumeza was cured thanks to treatment with linezolid.
This was the moment that I decided I want to get involved, to get everyone fair chance at life, to get everyone access to medication that is life-saving.
2 years later, a crowdfunding campaign paid for Phumeza's cochlear implant surgery to reverse the deafness the previous toxic treatments had caused.
Phumeza, I want you to have a chance to hear what your mum says.
With this implant, she was able to hear her mother's voice for the first time in 4 years. Phumeza's activism continues today in her local community in Khayelitsha and at national and international levels.
My name is Phumeza Chisili. I was diagnosed with normal TB in 2010, while all along I had XDR TB. I ask you to act now. I asked you for change.
In 2019, Phumeza joined forces with the MSF Access campaign.
Everyone should have access to medication, and those who are fighting, whatever they're doing is very important. I think that everyone must be involved. Scientists, politicians, patients, etc. Like everyone must be involved. Still a fight, but we are going to win it. Don't give up.